Hi, my name's Olivia. Welcome back to This Lovely Stitch. Here we create what we love and explore the creative process. So today I'm just going to be walking through some of the things I want to crochet and knit for my college dorm. So for those of you who don't know, I'll be going to Spelman College next year, or I should say this fall in August, and I'm super excited to go. I've already kind of talked with my roommate. We have like a very clear color scheme that we're going towards. And yeah, I'm just really happy and excited. And I'm gonna be even happier when I finish crocheting all these projects. So I do have a bag of yarn here. This is just a bunch of like different green scrappy yarns that I have that I'm planning to use for this project. So my roommate, her room theme is like kind of navy blue, white, and teal, and mine is shades of green and brown, kind of a more boho aesthetic. So these are some of the things I plan to crochet. I am crocheting a few things for my roommate, but most of it is for like my half of the room. So that way she can have her stuff, she can have her theme, and I can kind of have my stuff and my theme, and we can have our own spaces that work together. So the first thing I want to make is a stripy pillow, which I already am almost done with. But this I actually was originally making as a sweater, so like this would be one side of the sweater, but this is the panel, and it's the same on both sides. Both halves are the same. So yeah, just gonna sew these together pretty much. I'll weave in all the ends. There's a lot of ends to weave in, but I'll do them. And yeah, I'm just gonna fill it up with polyfill. So this stripy pillow is one thing that I'm making. I also want to make a monogram Spelman pillow. So for those of you that don't know, Spelman's colors are kind of like a baby blue, a navy blue, and then white, and sometimes it's paired with other neutrals as well. So I'm going to make two pillows that are kind of in that vein, that color scheme, smaller than that pillow though, so like more like a throw pillow type of thing. And then I'm going to make the monogram with my roommate's initials, which are RT, and my initials, which are OO, with flowers. So it's a little bit hard to describe, but I want to use little puff flowers that I sew on to make the monogram part of the pillow. So that's the next thing. So it's actually like two projects, but that's the next kind of pattern that I'm going to be using. My last thing, or not my last thing, the biggest project is the gingham Spelman blanket that I'm making. So I made this blanket for my friend who goes to University of Maryland. I'm originally from Maryland, so it's a long ways away from Atlanta, but my friend who goes to UMD, I made her a blanket with like the fleece or felt, I don't know what you call it, that kind of fabric on one side that had the UMD Terps, that's their mascot, that kind of pattern on it, and then the other side was crochet, a huge crochet granny square, and I tied them together with like fringe, and it was really cute. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Spelman Jaguar or like merchy kind of fleece or felt, so instead I'm using the same Spelman colors but in a gingham print, and then I made a lot of little granny squares that I'm going to be putting together to make a gingham pattern. So it'll be felt gingham on one side, granny square, crochet gingham on the other side. So I'm super excited for that. This is much bigger than the one that I made for my friend who goes to UMD. So gonna see how interesting it is to like scale up the same process for a different piece. All right, the next thing I'm gonna make is a large scrappy floor basket. I'll put some pictures up. I've seen them made in all different sizes, and really all it is combining a bunch of yarns together and then crocheting it into a huge basket. And I want that to just be somewhere where I can keep my projects, maybe my throw pillows when they're not on my bed, books, any kind of thing like that. So I want to make a large basket, large enough to be on the floor, but not too in the way. After that, I want to do a jewelry holder. I'll put some pictures for all these things. I've been talking about them on the side, but I really want something that holds all my hoop earrings. Of course, I'm not wearing any earrings right now as I'm filming this video, but I do usually wear hoop earrings, and I also wear a lot of bracelets most of the time. So most of my bracelets and hoop earrings are packed, but I still want to make the jewelry holder, and I'll probably take out a couple things just to see what works, how big I need to make it, etc., etc. Then I saw this really cute pattern. It's for like a conch shell, and I'll put a picture for the pattern and link the pattern below. But I think it's really cool. I think it kind of fits that naturey boho aesthetic. And I actually bought little, I don't know what you would call them, not D-rings, but like brown wood type hooks. So I can hang the conch on little command hooks and maybe keep some pencils, makeup brushes, something like that. So I think that'll be cool. I want to do 3 of those just so I have like a nice set, and it can be a nice row maybe over my bed or over my desk area. I actually got this idea. I saw, what's her name? Blondie Knots. I'll link her video down below too, but she did a video doing coastal grandma stuff, and I thought the vibes, like the aesthetics that I'm going for, is kind of what she did in that video, and I think the conch shell in the green would just be a fun twist on that. So yeah, it's not a pattern by her, but she did crochet in that video, and I really like the way she did it in kind of non-traditional colors. So yeah. Next, I'm gonna do a leaf lanyard. So I've seen a lot of different ones for fall. So instead of making it fall toned, I'm just gonna do it in green so it fits my theme. So I'll put some pictures of that above. That's gonna be really easy though. Just kind of something to throw up after I am in my dorm and can kind of see like where things fit in with what I'm doing. So yeah, leaf lanyard, and I wanna do maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll see how they kind of work up and how much yarn I have left over. Also want to do some coasters. All the yarn I have is acrylic yarn, so this won't be a coaster for like really hot things. I'm not in a suite style room, it's like a traditional dorm room, so 2 beds, 2 sets of like all the furniture, and then there is a communal kitchen at the end of the hall. So this isn't for pots and pans in really hot, high temperatures. This is more to collect condensation from a mug, or just have something pretty to set your mug on. Not for super hot temperatures. So I just want to say that because if you're making these things in the video, you do need to use a cotton yarn, 100% cotton yarn, if you're handling things like pots and pans, stuff that's really getting hot. But for things like coffee mugs, a bowl of soup, just a normal acrylic coaster will be fine. Next thing, I want to do a star or a heart ring cup holder. I've seen a lot of these really cute ring cups on Pinterest. I'm not sure whether I'm committed to doing a star or a heart, or maybe both. We'll just see what I kind of am feeling the vibe of as I make more stuff. I want to do a rug. So this is actually probably the biggest project, because the gingham, I already crocheted all the squares. So I'm going back. The rug is the biggest project, because the rug is going to be like all the scraps I have, and it's just going to be basic increases all the way around, maybe some puff stitches here and there to break it up, using all my scrap yarn. And I plan to put that under my desk chair, like kind of wedged halfway between under my desk and then halfway out where you can see it. So yeah, gonna be a small area rug, not something huge, but definitely time consuming because I'm gonna be using tighter stitches. That way you don't see the floor like between the rug. I don't want it to be so see-through, like double crochet stitches kind of have gaps in it. I don't want it to be gappy, I want it to be tight, close-knit, so it's easy to wash and also doesn't show the floor beneath. So yeah, next project is a mesh hammock. I've seen people use this to store yarn, and I think it's a really smart idea. You kind of just crochet a mesh triangle and you stick it in the, you can't see, but you stick it in the corner of like a wall. So I haven't actually gotten to campus yet and been inside my dorm, so I'm not sure how everything will be arranged, if it will be possible to set something up so high up, because obviously, you know, you have your ladder, the command hooks, all of like the moving in stuff when you move in, but then after your family leaves, I'm probably not gonna have a ladder to reach it. So we'll see how high the ceiling is in relation to the ladder that I'm gonna bring and like actual stuff that I can stand on and reach it. So yeah, the hammock is TBD. But it's a quick project, so I think, you know, just make it, if I don't or I'm not able to use it down there, I can just leave it and put it in my room here at home. And then the last thing, another thing I'm super excited about making is a claw clip tree. So for my hair, I don't have a claw clip in right now, but I usually do use a claw clip to hold my hair back from my face when I'm studying or just like moving around a lot. So I've seen this really cool idea on Pinterest. I'll put a photo here where you have something hanging from the wall going down, and you can just clip all your claw clips on it and headbands, so it's all in one area, easy to see, easy to grab. So I really like that idea too, and I think it's kind of fun to do those loops. I don't know what you call it, but if you ever did paper chains in like elementary school, it's like that but with crochet, which I think is different and cool. So yeah, those are all the things I plan on making. It seems like a lot now, but I have 2 weeks before I move in, so I think I have time to make it. I'm not working, and I've pretty much done all my pre-college requirements, shots, all that stuff. So I think I'll have some good solid crochet days between now and when I move in, and I'm just excited to get started on all this stuff. You know, it's a big move. I really love my room here at home and have made it my own, and I want to do the same thing in college. Obviously, you know, I can't paint the walls or do anything crazy, but I think crochet is a good way to just make those small changes that make something, your home, feel more at home. So yeah. Oh, speaking of home, I can't even believe I forgot this project. Okay, this is seriously the last project I'm making. I'm making a home sweet home banner to put on the outside of our dorm. So my roommate's color scheme is like the blue, white, teal. So I got some navy blue beads. So I'm going to alternate between navy blue and green beads, spelling out like home sweet home, and then get a command hook and just hang it on the front of our door and have her initial and then my initial. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end the video off there. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, comment down below if you are doing any crochet stuff for your dorm video. Comment down below if you do any crochet stuff in your room now that's cool that you think I would like. You know, I'm going to have a whole video going through me, like vlogging, me making all this stuff. But I love to see ideas, things to add to my list. You know, I can never have too much to crochet. And if you like this video, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below what you were crocheting, if you were crocheting while watching me talk. So that's all. I'll see you all later this week. Bye-bye.